Alright, so what's going on, everybody? JA News. Salute to you for tuning in. As always, we're going to be jumping here into the latest sneaker updates. Now, we got a huge rumor floating around, which it looks like Jordan Brand, Nike, may not be done with the surprise releases just yet, as we could potentially be seeing one of the most iconic Jordan Brand collaborations making a return coming up later this year. Plus, we had an early release go down for one of this year's most highly anticipated OG Jordan Brand releases. Now, for all of us, of course, that missed out on the release, I got great news, as it looks like signs are pointing that this could be a release that people are actually able to get their hands on. So guys, if you enjoy these updates, make sure you smash the like button down below. And to begin, we're going to start with a clip from Bronson, as he gives us the inspiration behind the design for his upcoming New Balance 990 V6 Amazonia.
I looked at this cactus somebody gave me, a piece of peyote. The peyote was so beautiful and it had just flowered. This was the gravel that the peyote was laying in, all the different little pebbles around it. White pebble, stone pebble, gray pebble, laid atop some earth. And then this gorgeous green speckled with blue and different psychedelia. Just bursted this gorgeous pink and cobalt flower, and it called my name. He called me 3 times like Candyman. And I said, okay.
So I think one of the main appeals for Bronson, well, at least for me anyways, is that he kind of just comes across as a guy that really just doesn't try too hard. Like, he really doesn't care too much. He just gets lit and just somehow comes up with these masterpieces, just kind of like based off of his experiences and everything like that. And as far as these Amazonia joints, I would have to say that as far as the crazy colors, these are definitely hitting. I actually say these go harder than the last pair that dropped, and I think a lot of people may agree with me on this one. Now, as far as the release, it will be going down coming up tomorrow. These retail at $220, so it looks like they are going to be doing a raffle style. Hopefully things go just as smooth as the last raffle did, as it seemed like that raffle invoice system seemed to be very successful for a lot of people who are looking to grab these. So these are definitely lining up to be a great release, a great addition to the series. I ain't even gonna lie, this on-feet look right here got these going crazy. So I'm a huge fan of this release, and good luck to everybody looking to secure their pair coming up here tomorrow. Now, another sneaker news, we got to look here at the upcoming A'ja Wilson. This is her new colorway. I guess they're calling these Blue Fury. Now, she actually had a little something to say, the WNBA star, about her latest colorway of her new sneakers leaking online, to which she took to Instagram saying, shoe leaks happen, okay, cool, but who named that shoe Blue Fury though? If y'all gonna leak stuff, at least come correct. Criticizing the people that leaked the shoe and everything like that, into which one of these leakers actually chimed in talking about, FYI, the nickname was derived from the official color code of the shoe, which is Blue Fury, Radiant Blue, Racer Blue, Photo Blue. So it seems like these sneaker leakers are getting a little bit spicy with Ms. Wilson right here, so I found that to be absolutely funny. And coming off the success of that debut pink color, I feel like these blue ones should definitely be another big hit for her. And speaking of WNBA stars, we also got Angel Reese coming out with her own little Reebok capsule dropping soon, which is going to include footwear plus apparel. It is going to be going down coming up here May 1st. As far as the footwear, she's going to be dropping her very own Shaqnosis, Reebok Club C, as well as the Premier Road Plus 6. So, you know, I hate to do it, but like, if I had to pin these two WNBA stars against each other, are y'all rocking with Angel Reese's collection, or are you guys going with A'ja Wilson's? I know them pink joints definitely brought a lot of hype to a silhouette, which some people are even saying is one of the best new basketball models currently on the market. But if we could only go with one, I'm gonna have to go with Angel Reese, just due to the fact that I feel like Reebok is the underdog. Plus, I'm always just like a huge fan of the classic 90s Shaqnosis. So salute to her on that upcoming drop, and hats off to both of these ladies for definitely doing their thing in the WNBA, as well as with their endorsement deals. Now, in other news here, we got a look at the official images. This is the upcoming Jordan 1 UNC Reimagined. So as y'all see the beauty shots right here, this sneaker is actually going to be dropping coming up very soon here in May. So May, again, is lining up to be another great release month as far as Jordan Brand releases go. So as far as this one, with the Reimagined treatment, they went with the kind of like aged vintage type of look. And as far as this drop, I think these sneakers are kind of polarizing, because on one side of things, well, first and foremost, the box goes crazy, by the way. But as far as this sneakers, I feel like this is a release which some people, they're loving that vintage age look. They felt like that was a cool theme, to go along with the Reimagined Jordan 1 UNC. But on the other hand, you got people that are kind of tired of this age, vintage, pre-yellow type of look. Matter of fact, I would say the majority of sneakerheads or people that are into these Jordan releases are kind of tired of that age look. That's at least the sentiment that I get from a lot of the comments and everything like that. So as far as this release, sound off down below. Let me know, are you guys feeling these? Are you guys tired of the vintage age look? Again, this is going to be one of the marquee Jordan 1 releases of the year, and we can look forward to these dropping coming up here next month, May 10th to be exact. So with those updates out the way, let's go ahead and jump here into today's fit of the day. If you guys don't know, this happens to be my favorite segment every day, which if any of you guys ever want to be featured here, all you simply have to do is just tag me over on the gram. Salute to everybody, because we've been getting a whole bunch of different submissions, so much that I actually wanted to go with the last 3 people that went ahead and tagged me. So as far as today's fits, rather than giving this one a rating 0 out of 10, let's just go ahead and simply choose the best fit out of these 3 people stepping up here to the plate. So first up, we got West May Clint. Now, as far as his fit on feet, looks like he's rocking the Yeezy 500 High Ethereum colorway. That was the debut colorway for this model right here. Paired up with the Yeezy Gap Balenciaga Dove t-shirt, looking like that boy just got off a day at Donda Academy. So as far as the fit, not too bad, not too bad. Now next up, we got JO7279 out here looking like Delonte West Pops, rocking the good Nigel 4 brick by bricks. And then lastly, we got Rel Hog, which he's rocking a classic right here, a super dope pair in the Raging Bulls 5s. So yeah, those joints are dope. My man's out here paired up with the Pippen jersey, camo pins, out here looking like he's a backup dancer on the Millennium Tour, getting ready to, do his thing for Bow Wow or B2K or something like that. So as far as these 3 fits, jump down in the comments. Let me know who y'all feel like did it best. Was it West May Clint out here looking like he just got fresh off from Donda Academy? Are you guys rocking with Delonte West Pops with the Nigel 4s? Or are you rocking with our man Rel Hog looking like he just came straight out of 2013 or something like that? I would have to say, while all of these dudes definitely got some dope kicks on, out of the 3, I would probably have to go with my man J.O., just due to the fact that he popped out with a casual fit, looking like he ain't trying too hard. And as far as these sneakers, bro, this is some heat that you probably wouldn't expect my mans to pop out in. So let me know who y'all felt like did it best. And with those quick updates out the way, let's go ahead and jump here into our main story. So we had an early release going down. I guess while I'm recording this, the release probably has already went down, as we got the Jordan 4 White Cements, one of this year's best Jordan OG classic retro releases, returning. And we got so many pairs dropping this year that it's definitely prestigious to put this one at the top. Now, as far as the release, I guess they're going to be dropping sometime in May. But Jordan Brand, they decided to do a special little community activation, dropping these at Ben's Chili Bowl, which I'm guessing must be like a staple locally in the community. And what's even cooler than that, they said first 50 Howard students with an ID are guaranteed purchase, which that's super dope, because as y'all know, like being a college student, times can definitely get tough. And I would guess that if these college kids are over here buying up these Jordan 4s, my guess is we'll probably see a lot of these pairs like hitting some of these reselling apps, whether it be StockX or Go. So this is really dope to see. As y'all see, we got a little clip here shared by Somewhere Official via the Instagram. Y'all see them Jordan 4s loaded up, putting a lot of pressure on the staff today. I guess they're gonna be serving a whole bunch of chili bowls. So this is really dope to see, which, if you guys recall, last year, Jordan Brand did something similar to this for the Jordan 3 Black Cement drop, actually towards the end of the year, as they dropped them at some like pizza joint in New York. I forgot exactly where it was at, but the reason I'm bringing that up is because with this release, although of course it is limited to just the Washington, D.C. area, do not panic, guys, because with Jordan Brand doing early releases like this, I'm guessing that, we're going to probably see a lot of these pairs hitting the streets. Just like the Black Cements, that was a release which was an easy cop. They were pretty much widely accessible everywhere. And for the most part, if you wanted those, you could have easily got them for retail. So I'm hoping that with them doing these early community activations with just so many early pairs already hitting the streets, this should be a release which rumor has it there could be a lot of stock and a lot of pairs of these to go around. So as I mentioned, these joints are set to drop coming up late May, the 24th to be specific. Retail $215. They're going to be dropping in full family sizing. Now this year, the thing is, a lot of these Jordan retro releases have been kind of tough to get. You know, we're thinking Bread 85s, which were limited to just neighborhood locations. We're talking black metallic 5s, cool gray 9s, playoff, or my bad, flu game 12s. But as far as these 4s, we already know from Jordan Brand, these joints are going to be an automatic huge seller. I'm guessing that, you know, in some fashion or form, Jordan Brand, they're going to have to make up some of this lost revenue by scaling back on some of those other pairs, which I just mentioned. So I'm thinking that they could flood the market with these. I'm talking like hundreds of thousands of pairs of these. And why not? We already know Jordan 4s are some of the most popular Jordan retro releases over the last few years. And with them bringing back the OG that started it off in the white cement, which already has a huge demand from hype beasts, OG collectors, and just sneakerheads in general, I would say it would be a great move from Jordan Brand to just flood the market with these, because we already know they're going to sell, they're going to move regardless. So I think come May, this is going to be one of those releases similar to like the black cement 3s, which I just talked about last year, that I think a lot of people may be able to get their hands on. But of course, we'll have to wait on it. And for anybody that pulled up locally in the DC area, man, let us know if y'all had success on the drop, how things turned out, and were there enough pairs to go around for everybody. And then lastly, before we bounce, guys, I did want to talk about this. I kind of held back on it for a couple of days, but it looks like the rumors are heating up even more. So over under, they went ahead and reported, I guess a couple of days ago, that KAWS and Jordan are reportedly collaborating on a new sneaker. And they're talking about it set to release in 2025. Now, this is absolutely crazy. KAWS, the iconic New York artist who did some early work with Nike and Jordan, I guess, in the early 2000s or late 90s or something like that. In 2017, when they dropped them KAWS Jordan 4s, bruh, they went crazy. Now, at the time, I could care less about a release like this because they were just like so overhyped or whatever. I think they dropped at like the MoMA Museum, something like that. There was a gray and a black pair, which I do remember. So for me, I always felt like this is super overhyped, but I do understand that people absolutely love KAWS, the artist. They be going crazy for his figurines and everything like that. So it's just definitely like a huge, big part of like the whole hype beast world and everything like that. So although it's not for me, I know this is a release that a lot of people would celebrate. Now, with these KAWS, like they had like a real plush premium suede. They did have a high retail price, but it doesn't matter because resale prices were absolutely insane. As y'all see, black or gray pair. I think the gray pair is a little more coveted and rare, but these joints are selling for like $2,000-3,000 plus on the secondary market. Although they did drop in 2017, from the day these dropped, they were always super limited, exclusive, and hype. So if Jordan Brand and KAWS, if the rumors turn out to be true, this will be a mind-blowing collaboration that should break the internet. And what's even crazier, like you would anticipate something like this to drop in like 2026, but they're saying that this should be happening in 2025. So my guess would be like a big holiday release to just like go ahead and send off the year in a crazy way. Now, as far as details, nothing is known. No sources are quoted like this, but it looks like a bunch of blogs. Some insiders are even touching on this. So this is actually looking to be something that could potentially have a little bit of truth behind it. But of course, we'll just wait on it to stay tuned for more details. Now, being is that the last collaboration with KAWS was a Jordan 4, do you guys feel like maybe it would be a re-release of one of those pairs, maybe the gray or the black pair? Or do you think that maybe they'll come with a new colorway, but keep things the same way with the same design and everything on another Jordan 4? Or do you think they're going to just go absolutely crazy with it and maybe hit us with a new Jordan model? Who knows? But of course, we'll have to wait on it. Just some things to kind of discuss when getting excited for this pair coming soon. So for me, this is one that's like just too overhyped. I could really care less about, but again, I know this is one that the people will love. So as I always like to say, if you guys like it, I love it. And let me know what y'all think about a potential KAWS Jordan Brand collaboration lining up for a 2025 release. So that's all I got for you guys today. I appreciate everybody always for pulling up, dropping comments, and most importantly, leaving a thumbs up here on the video. So I'm J.A. Of course, I'll be catching you guys tomorrow to send off the week. In the meantime, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all next time. I'm out. Love.